Alright, so this is part 4. I keep hitting the wrong button. So you saw oh crap bar number 1 and oh crap handle number 2 is located down here underneath the passenger seat. We just grab onto it. So you got the Polk Marine speaker right there, one of them on this side. This is actually the passenger rod storage, or however you want to use it, but very similar to the rod management system in the front locker. The tips of the rod, or the butts of the rods, go in that end, and then you've got a little area where they rest, and then you got a piece of Velcro to strap them down to. Making our way around back. This is the gas tank. It's always been run with premium gas and sea foam at every fill up. Or when I say fill up, I mean putting gas in it. Kind of expensive to fill it all the way up. These two storage bins in the back are identical. They both have the tackle management system, just like the one I showed you up front. I didn't use them for that, but they do both have that capability. The other storage bin's empty, so you'll be able to see what it looks like in there. Needs to be cleaned out, but you can see that one's empty. It's nice and deep. And again, both of these storage bins are lighted as well. You see those lights in the back. This is the live well, 45-gallon live well. Doesn't look that big, but it's absolutely enormous. It's got both manual and timed settings to turn it on, and it's actually separated, so you can see there's a wall in between the two of them, which has several different applications, but the biggest one being, of course, that if you have different fish species that you want to try to keep alive, that's what it's there for. Moving on to the instrument panel. Over on the left-hand side, you got most of your live well controls and your bilge pump control. You can also turn one half of the live well system on and while leaving the other one off. So right here is the bilge, and then for the live well, you can either turn the port side on, the starboard side on, or both. Same thing with recirculate, which is just adding water, and same thing for pumping out when you want to pump out the live wells at the end of the night or whenever. This is the timer I was talking about. It's either manually timed. You can either use it as a manual live well or time it to turn on and off. The gauges, I've got the Humminbird 561 in the dash right now. You'll probably want to have the 597 here to monitor speed. But I've got another Humminbird right here. This one's not part of the price, but we could certainly negotiate if you want. This is the Humminbird 798. It's got the side imaging on it, and it's friggin' awesome. That's about all I can say. Again, that's not included in the price, but it could certainly be negotiated. On this other side, right here, you got the main power. This turns everything on and off. This button has to be on in order for any of this stuff to work. You've got anchor and navigation lights, courtesy lights for either the floor or all the boxes in the floor. As I said, the rod lockers and all the storage boxes light up. And then this accessory button I have hooked up to the radio, and this accessory button's not hooked up to anything right now. A lot of guys hook them up to their fish finders or whatever. I just have them manually hardwired. On both sides, you got the blinker style tilt and trim. You'll probably be able to hear it go up and down. In most cases, if you have a hydraulic jack plate, these are used to control the jack plate.